Hey guys, Ivan here, and in this video we got some really freaking interesting physique updates. It's starting to get really exciting days before the Arnold Classic. So the first physique update we're starting this video with is Samson Dauda, who took this photo at the MPC headquarters, aka the worst spot in the world for a bodybuilder to take a photo at. Nobody has ever looked good conditioning-wise at this spot right here. Nobody, ever. I dare you guys, please go and try to find a single bodybuilder who looked good here, whose conditioning looked good here in this spot. Me being a fan of Samson, I'm happy that he went over there, that he goes over there, that he knows personally, Tyler Mannion, Jim Mannion, and that they're probably giving him some good advice and good feedback, so that's all awesome. But I think those guys need to find a different spot, or they need to change the lighting or something, because again, everybody looks horrible here, especially the guys who are not known for conditioning. If Andres Munzer showed up and posed here, he would probably look good, because there is no way somebody that dry can ever look bad. But if somebody is not exactly super peeled, like Samson will never be, at this lighting, at this spot, you will not look your best. Now, all that being said, all that being considered, Samson actually looks pretty good. For the reference, I'm gonna show you what Akeem Williams looked like at this spot compared to what he looks like in his regular, just normal photos. So this is Akeem at the same exact spot, at like 1 week out of Arnold Classic. And if I didn't know better, if I didn't know that this spot is the worst in the world, I would probably think that Akeem is in his off-season. Right? I mean, there is no details, every little detail is washed up. He looks like he's 20% body fat. I mean, you can see some striations in the chest, in that lat spread, but if you don't pay attention, close attention to details, you will not see conditioning, you will not see the separation. It's probably because the walls are white and everything is white, so there is light coming from every angle and it washes up all the details. Now this is what Akeem actually looks like. And this lighting here is probably not perfect. Stage lighting should be better, hopefully. And also when he puts the tan, I mean not the tan, he doesn't need tan, but the oil and stuff, once he's pumped up, carved up, dried out, he's gonna look better on that stage. So if I only saw the photos from the MPC headquarters, I would think Akeem is gonna be dead last. He's gonna look horrible. He's off with conditioning. He's not ready, not even close. However, apparently it's not the case. And so now that you saw the difference between Akeem's photos, you can only imagine, we can only imagine what Samson actually looks like. What he would look like at this moment under normal lighting. I don't want to say good lighting, but just normal lighting. At some random spot, like day lighting, whatever. Anything is better than this. This is basically made to make bodybuilders look horrible. I don't know why they do them like that. I think it's awesome that they have this, that bodybuilders can go over there, get some feedback and stuff like that, but please, change the spot, find better lighting, do something, because this is as bad as it gets. I mean, they're probably getting a good visual, the judges who are over there watching this, they can see exactly what is happening with his physique, but they're always taking the photos, they're posting them online, and bodybuilders are not happy if horrible photos of them are out there. It can affect them mentally, especially if they're watching other pages who are talking about them and who will probably criticize them for their conditioning, so I think this needs to be fixed. It seems like a no big issue, but it could be, and it's easy to fix, so why not do something about it? I mean, Samson posted this photo, so he was happy that he was over there, and he thought this photo actually looks decent, and this is his weakest pose, probably. I think it is, and it actually looks good. It looks better. I think his lats are popping out more, the V-taper looks better, and I think his glutes are probably more conditioned than ever before as well. Especially if we know that this lighting makes him look 10 times worse than any other lighting would. So I think Samson is bringing something really good, and he's just affirming my prediction. And I'm feeling pretty safe for choosing Samson as the winner of the Arnold Classic. Alright, now this is where it gets tricky as far as my prediction. In my prediction, I had James in 5th. But is that really gonna be the case? because he looks like a freaking monster right now. And he's taking this video after training with Brandao Warren. So, I'm definitely getting the Brandao Warren vibes, and especially with the goatee. Also, James has similar shape, structure, and very, very similar intensity training-wise, like Brandao Warren, but he doesn't have the grain and the details, the conditioning that Brandao used to have, but this really does remind me of Brandao a lot, just taller, bigger. In order for James to place higher than 5th, he needs to go over Horse MD and Rafael Brandao. What has he got on them? Well, he definitely has the size. He is a bigger man. He's definitely a bigger bodybuilder, freakier, but conditioning, he didn't really go all the way with conditioning. He definitely could be leaner, but he didn't want to sacrifice the size, the fullness. And it could be a good idea because he does look really freaking big, like he's gonna match Samson and Hadi with size. The other two guys, I don't know, so maybe he's playing that game. He is not even focused on beating Horse MD and Rafa and placing top 3, maybe he wants to win the whole damn thing, and in order to win against Samson and Hadi, he does need to be as big as they are. So is he that big? Yeah, I absolutely think he is. He is 275 right now, based on what Brandao Warren had to say about James in this video, so he is a big man. He's definitely a big bodybuilder. I mean, how heavy is Samson? He's like 300 pounds. Maybe he's gonna be a little bit lighter this year because he's doing the conditioning. And also Hadi, Hadi is a shorter guy, so he's not that heavy, but he is massive. I think overall, if you don't consider exactly the numbers, the weight, I think these 3 guys are pretty close in terms of size. James has some crazy freaking legs, also his chest is really massive. I wouldn't say his arms are dominant, but they're definitely not weak. Overall, he's pretty complete. I'm just not exactly super happy with his conditioning, and he doesn't have the best separation everywhere, but also his back, as you can see right here, he's not very wide in the shoulders, and it's showing in the back double, which I think would look much better if he was leaner. And I think this is the reason why he can't really win the Arnold Classic, but there still is a possibility of him beating Rafael and Horse. I'm not sure about those 3 guys, anything is possible. One thing is for sure, James is looking like a freak, like a monster, and I'm pretty sure he's actually bringing his best ever. Yeah, maybe he was more conditioned at certain times, but just overall, size, completeness, roundness, everything, overall, I think this is his best, so we'll see. It's gonna be really interesting to see him on stage finally. You probably saw these photos. There are a couple of photos of Rafael Brandao in which, granted, he looks rather slight. He definitely does look on the smaller side. A word massive is definitely not the word I would use to describe this physique, especially if you look at it after James Hollingshead, especially if you say, like I said, that this guy is going to beat James Hollingshead. So this is not exactly the biggest bodybuilder here in this photo, but it's just one photo. It's just a set of photos on the same spot on this horrible lighting. I don't know why the guys are taking photos at this lighting. This is good to show it to your coach, but this is not what he's gonna look like on stage. On stage, he's gonna look more like this. Boom, right? This is looking really freaking good. Much better than the previous update. And here in the comments, actually in the caption, he says, I think we got some pump even after 8 days low carbs. This is what Rafael Brandao looks depleted. He's depleted, he's flat right here. When I saw this photo, I didn't pay attention to the caption. I thought he must have carved up heavily. He must have done some sort of a test run for the show, but no, based on the caption, he's flat here. And this photo right here is the reason why I think this guy is gonna be top 3 at the Arnold Classic, because yeah, even though he's not the biggest guy, he has those genetics, like he has very deep separation, he's complete in terms of like his upper chest is popping out. His rear delts are popping, his shoulders are wide, his arms like biceps, triceps, brachialis, everything is just popping out. Vastus medialis and lateral head of the quad lateralis, they're all popping out. And with this kind of graininess, with those details, with thin skin, he is gonna appear to be much bigger than he actually is. This reminds me of Phil Heath. Phil Heath looked massive on stage, but like weight-wise, he wasn't really as big as Kai, for example, but he was beating him because of details, because of shape, because of proportions, how small your joints are, that all matters. It all plays a part. Having a small waist, very, very important. Good V taper, completeness. When he turns around, he has a back. He has a wide back. He has lats. He has separated glutes and hamstrings. This guy is very, very complete, and I'm pretty sure, I think this guy also affirmed to me that he's gonna be top 3. Now, the fact that he is flat here, that this is actually after 8 days of low carbs, I don't know what to think about that. Is he gonna look better if he carbs up, or should he stay like this? Because I don't imagine this physique getting any fuller, really. I think this physique right here is maxed out in terms of peaking it. So, I don't know what the game plan is. Maybe a little carb up would do a job. This is looking pretty damn good. Like, I wouldn't change much from this point. This is looking like a very, very solid third spot. If he can just cruise and look like this on that stage, on that day, I think this is good enough. I think Neil Hill did a phenomenal job with Rafael. I think this is going to be the best Rafael we ever saw, as well as it's going to be the best James Hollingshead, the best Samson Dauda, the best Hadi Chopin, and the best Horse MD. Damn. Damn. This twisted back shot, I am telling you guys, I predicted right now, I promise to you, Arnold is going to take a selfie when he does this pose. I'm sure about that. Arnold is going to love this physique. Look at this freaking twisted back shot. This guy has no back. That's the biggest criticism. That's his biggest flaw. The back is weak. I don't know how is his back double looking so horrible when his back is actually looking like this. In back lat and in this twisted back, his back actually looks really good. Like, the traps are there. The lats are hanging as well. The erectors are visible and like thick. So I don't know. His back is actually looking pretty good here. The shoulders are massive, the arms are big, but look at that hamstring, bro. Like, what the hell? What? Who has a hamstring like this in a twisted back shot? Have you ever seen something like this? Guys, I haven't. I don't remember anybody having this much of a peak. This is a bicep peak. These hamstrings are peaking like crazy. This is just looking insane. Also the quads. Look at how much they're popping. Look at the sweep. And the glutes are in good condition, so he is lean, he is shredded, he is bigger than ever. He looks overall better than ever. So it's really freaking hard to predict where these guys are gonna place. I'm still sticking with my prediction. I'm not changing anything. I still think Horse is gonna be placed 4th, Rafael 3rd, and James 5th. But it can go either of those ways. You guys can tell me what do you think, if your opinions have changed now after you saw these photos, because these are really impressive. No matter the order, the show is gonna be amazing. The lineup is crazy. Only a couple of days, guys, so please subscribe for the best coverage on YouTube on this channel right here. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much, guys. See you soon. All the best, and bye bye.